Hey everyone, Wander here, and welcome to Asgard's Fall Viking Survivors. It's a bullet heaven, but with Vikings. This is not the first, this is not the last, but it is a genuinely good one with some interesting meta progression systems and decently fun gameplay. It does infinite scaling extremely well. I also adore the fact that it has at least a number of these shrines that you can run around and grab and get stats from, even if you have like no control over what they give you. Anyway, fairly standard pickup abilities. There are fusions. We do want to probably figure out one or two of these. So what do we have? Fiery Rune. Blood Veil's the one I already have. Ride of the Valkyries. Valkyries ride through the battlefield, damaging enemies in their paths. Fiery Rune marks an enemy with a rune that explodes after a little while. Let's grab Ride of the Valkyries, because I'm trying to find all of the evolutions in this game, which also means just looking around and looking for new abilities that I haven't picked up before, because they might just feed into an evolution. So these are all pretty bad. I guess I'm going to just grab like a Knot of Power for a little bit of damage and put it here. Because flat 10, not even 10% damage, just a flat 10 damage is like a 20% damage bonus for me. It's not an amazing one, but it's there. Oh, am I not playing with the... Okay. I feel foolish for this. We're actually going to start over. There are difficulty settings that you can tweak, and I don't... Oh no, we do. We do actually have the increased spawns on. Well, that's foolish. It's fine. We didn't get the best starting options anyway. 10% movement speed. Now that's what I like to see. 4% dodge chance. That's why I like these little shrines with the random stat ups. They're just kind of nice. Some of them are useless. Some of them are extremely powerful. Yeah, a bunch of max health. Well, question is... Did Ride of the Valkyries combo with anything? Not currently. However, Ballista does. So let's pick up Ballista and see if it picks up or fuses with something else that we find along the way. If it does, awesome. If it doesn't, so be it. We probably are going to want to get some attack speed. It's pretty good. It's a T2. I'm going to put it here. Yeah, we want to put the more valuable abilities in like the central slots, because I can potentially boost them and make them that much more powerful. So I don't think I can get rid of things once placed, and so figure that out as we go along. Okay. So, Giant's Tooth. Sure. Let's go for Giant's Tooth. And we want to pair it with Whirling Slash. Because a lot of these evolutions I have not seen before, and I'm quite curious to see what they give me. Unfortunately, yeah, I haven't played enough of this game to find all of the evolutions. In fact, I pretty much haven't touched it. Increased fire damage is okay. The problem is I'm not doing that much fire. Ouch. There we go, 9% armor. Okay, I'm going to put it right there. Rune of Gifu, whatever that gives me. Yeah, previously there was a whole like rune bag system, but they've cycled that out for war paint, I think. And so I'm curious to see how that goes. Yeah, I threw on a multiplier, so we have 50% more enemies. Molnar. Leviathan Axe Throw, which does pair with something, but I think I might want to wait. Like Scotty's Ice Arrow and Gungnir, maybe. So let's just get the Blood Veil damage up. Yeah, so that's a 30% damage on my melee attack, which is arguably the thing we want to put most of the upgrades on, as we just attack faster and faster. Flat damage, good stuff. I'm just going to put it there. And that flat damage, I believe, is pre-multiplier. So yeah, now I'm doing big damage. Big-ish damage. Ballista, amount, 5. Well, the other ones, I'm good. So does the Ballista now fire a bunch of shots, or am I summoning a ton of Ballistas? I don't know which one I want more. Okay, 1 Ballista. 2 Ballista? 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's fun. I'm always kind of here and there. Dash amount +3. I'm going to put it here. We don't really need more of them. But that means I can zip around the battlefield, at least fairly quickly. Then I should go bully some pigs. Ow. Yeah, I don't remember if there's a reason not to eat the apples. I think the apples disappear otherwise, so there's no point in hoarding them until later, unlike certain other games. Yeah, part of the reason why we restarted the run was to check. Furious Swamp, Stomp, Giant's Tooth, Hammers the Righteous. Pierce amount, pretty bad. Damage increase, 45%. I'll take it. Yeah, with some diminishing returns, we can re-roll things, which is nice. But those diminishing returns are going to corner me. So I can fit exactly 3 more abilities here. And I think evolutions do merge down. I'm hoping we find Whirling Slash, so we can get to see what that gives me. These are all pretty bad. There we go. Node multiplier. So this gives doubles the effectiveness of something. I think I'm just going to double the effectiveness of my attack speed, 26%. I could have gone for the attack damage, but I do kind of want to chew through these guys quickly. There's a number of things that also scale really nicely based off of attack speed. Let's see, grab that apple if I can find it. There we go. Yeah, I reset the run so we'd have more enemies, which maybe isn't the safest. Let's see, persistent aura around me. I think the aura was fun. Or no, we don't. The aura doesn't have an evolution. I do remember the aura being fun. But yeah, we mostly want Whirling Axe. None of these. Whirl Slash. There we go. Would have been nice to go for the extra damage on Blood Veil, but I really want to get at least 1 evolution in this video. Ideally 2 or 3. Max health plus 30, a little bit of health regen. I'm just probably going to go for the max health. No, we can do better than this. Increase physical damage. Ooh, yeah. I'll just put that there. 23%, and that's across the board for every physical move, which is what? A handful of them. The Ballista, the Whirling Slash, and then my main attack, which, yeah, that's worth it. Okay, well, there's Scotty's Ice Arrow. Sure, let's snag that. And so now if I can get Gungnir, that's 2 evolutions that we can potentially play around with. If I check inventory, okay. So we can dematerialize these, but they give us small bonuses. I don't know if we get to keep them, though. Or, well, I'm pretty sure we get to keep them. I just don't know if we get to use them at the moment. Reroll Ignite Chance. I'll put it there. I don't think we care deeply about Ignition. I also don't know if that applies to each of my attacks. But it seems like a good idea to snag anyway. God, there's so many enemies. I've done this to myself. Blood Veil, damage increase. Yeah, let's go for just Scotty's Ice Arrows for the time being. Oh, so we just shoot into the sky and then they come down and hit enemies and freeze them. Ooh. That's a magnet. We want one of those. Okay, crit strike chance. That's very good. So I'm actually going to put that there, see if I can boost it a bunch. Because there's a number of things that scale off of crit nicely. It's not Thunderous Tether. It's Gungnir and Electric. Well, no. Yeah, because we've already got those. Rating 2 matching abilities level 5 or above. Yeah, fine. I'm just going to get that. We should be trying to get the Whirling Axe up. Okay, snag that. More armor. It can do a 50% node multiplier, which is tempting. Let's see. I think I'm going to just put that up there. Yeah, because some of these can give me a big boost. I'm hoping for purple abilities that have unique effects, but they require a number of nodes around them to charge. Which we haven't found any of those, surprisingly. Ooh, big Blood Veil damage upgrade. Sure. I'm just gonna hit like a damn truck on my main attack. Yeah, despite the, you know, obvious extra danger of just having a ton of enemies on the field, more enemies means more experience and loot, so I will always crank that up if I can. 10 ignite chance. Okay. Let's see. That's a hell of a lot of mushrooms, cripes, and they're all just stacking up on me. That's okay, we can just slowly mulch them. Okay, Whirl Slash, ability size 30%. Wow, you really can feel that too. I always obsess over this in various games, but especially Bullet Heavens. You know, percentile upgrades have to be at least like 10% for me to feel them. Maybe other people can feel a percentile chance to like 5%. Anything lower than that is like, you're not going to notice. Okay, more dash amount, increase fire damage. I don't need that many dashes. Node multiplier. More attack speed. We're not finding any. We're not finding any of the unique abilities. Well, as soon as we do, we can just start plunking them down, and they're going to get extremely goofy. Now, a little bit of movement speed would give me some comfort, too. There's a lot of enemies coming after me. Cripes. Okay. Even one problem is my Blood Veil's base damage isn't particularly amazing, but oh, we're making up for that in percentiles. Alright, I think it's the 10-minute mark where the boss shows up. Increase fire damage, increase dash amount. Crit damage multiplier. I mean, that's kind of good. We don't do much crit. But at least I can boost it. Yeah, whatever happened with the RNG on my build crafting here has gotten very goofy. Ow. I just don't walk through the homing shot. Everything else is pretty safe to walk through in this, surprisingly. It really wants me to just max out my regular attack here. What is happening? What a weird build. Not hating it too much. I mean, we're cruising here. Mostly. Right. Damn it. I do have to heal when I get the chance. Let's see. Shock chance, chill chance. I don't know if I care. Okay, Viking results. Physical attacks have a chance to reduce the remaining cooldown of all abilities. Okay. So that's a 2. So if I put it here, we get a decent amount. But I think I can safely put it here. Well, no, I'll put it here. 10 of 8. Okay, so 3% chance on a physical ability to reduce the cooldowns of everything else. This still means I'm going to be chewing through enemies, but just that little bit faster. The next apple also went away. This one's still here. There we go. Okay, let's go for the Whirl Slash. As much as I want to keep boosting Blood Veil so it does goofy damage, I actually feel like the Whirl Slash is really good. Did I get the apple? I did. Perfect. Okay, node multiplier. 150%. So what do we want to boost? Armor. Increase physical damage. Attack speed. Crit. I think I'm going to go for the crit chance. Get that up to 13%. Because if I can stack that a bunch of times, I'll be a happy camper. Because I'm starting to feel this crit here. And doing a decent amount of damage as a result. Not a magnet. More blood veil? Sure. On the plus side, getting blood veil out of the list is going to be lovely. It's kind of a shame that all the blood veil upgrades seem to just be plus damage and nothing more. Increase fire damage. Let's give myself a bit of health regen. Just so I don't have to worry about chip as much. Okay. How are we looking? We're mostly fine. I really wish those shrines would respawn on a 5-minute timer. I think it's currently after clearing a boss the shrines come back, which is fine. It's not amazing, I think, is the main thing I get stuck on. Just because I think the problem I run into in a lot of Bullet Heavens is mostly just the... Ooh, new ability. Berserker Fury. Physical damage has a chance to enrage the player, increasing Yersh. And this one's cheap, too. So this does not have to be near much. Let's think about it like here. Yeah. I don't know how good... I don't know how good the Enrage really is. It seems like I'm attacking faster, so natural synergy there that we can work with. Good. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's a massive damage upgrade, in fact. Alright. I'm digging it. But yeah, I like having... let's see. Ooh. So there is Loki's Electric Mirage. Oh, but we're waiting for Gungnir. Think. Can I check what I have in my inventory? Okay, so I've got Ballista, I've got Scotty's Ice Arrow, I've got Giant's Tooth and Whirl Axe. So no, we do not want this one. We do want Gungnir, if we can find it. But I'll get the Giant's Tooth upgrade. Yeah, because I can't take another potential evolution item. At least until I know that the evolution does, in fact, clear out an inventory slot. Because I'd like to get 2 evolutions today in this run, maybe. Okay, I think it's boss time. Okay, so what do we have? Increase time of status effects by 2 seconds. That's pretty good. Not that I'm doing too many status effects. That's a 6. Put it there, I won't be able to complete it. Put it there, it's auto done. Put it there, it's close. There. That's tricky. I think I'm just going to put it here. Because I want the node boosters, but I mostly want to stick them on the crit, if anything. Or if something gives me attack speed. Holy shit, this boss is beefy. There we go. And it's going down. This is taking a while. I don't remember if this is the last boss of the run, or if there's a second part to it. I hope there's another cycle, just because. Lots of crap. I will say, for a Bullet Heaven, for not having really anything interesting... Well, okay. No, we definitely have some interesting upgrades so far. But like no evolutions or anything like that. On a visual level, this is impressive and satisfying. Okay, cool. Run keeps going. I feel like 20 minutes is kind of the sweet spot. 10 minutes is just a little too short. Although the shrines haven't come back, so maybe they don't. I wish they would after the boss at the very least. Okay. Yeah, no dice. That's fine. Keep running around. But yeah, especially fighting that boss, watching this, like, spears jutting out and the ballistas popping off, felt good. I mean, yeah, if it's gonna keep giving me purple upgrades for my blood veil, I'm gonna keep taking them. The only immediate problem is mostly just the... Let's see. As soon as that caps out, it's gonna constantly just be giving me new abilities, and I'm going to be, I don't want to say upset. But I don't need them. Ooh, health regen, health regen. Not a power for crits. I'm just going to put it here. Now I'm trying to make room for as many of those purple abilities as we can possibly get our hands on, while also leaving room to add more things around that crit booster. Well, I guess we'll max out the blood veil. I really wish there were more upgrades for the blood veil, like increasing its overall size would be lovely. Sadly, cannot do that. Okay, we should probably keep an eye out for apples. We're actually getting smacked around a little bit. We do have an amount of armor, so we're not, like, dire. Okay. 100% node booster. Or do I go for the increased physical damage? Boost my crit by another 5%. No. I should get this. I'll just put it there. Unfortunately, I think what I needed was a flat damage bonus. And we do not have that. Okay, how fast is my regen? Oh wow, even at 5, it's pretty slow. I was assuming 5 would be like 5 HP. Well, 5 HP per second would be nutty good. So yeah, it's got to be a lot less than that. Ooh, another rune down there. Serpent's Coil. Don't want any of these. Whirl Slash ability size. That's so big. And yeah, that's getting some seriously good damage on it too. To check at the end of this if there's like a DPS meter, if I actually remember to even interact with it. I'm kind of bad at those. Okay, next one. Dealing damage dealing status effects no longer deal damage over time, instantly deal total damage. Ooh, kind of good. Except for, well, it says does the total damage instantly, so actually maybe we do it. Otherwise I keep stacking these. Yeah, sorry. That other one would be good. Oop. But that's a hell of a lot of damage I'm just piling on here. Okay, we're level 41. Yeah. That's another thing I like about this Bullet Heaven over most, is just the sheer speed at which you level. And like the amount of actual meaningful upgrades you're getting as part of them. Mostly those knots, but that like little inventory system really does have kind of a solid feel to it. Unfortunately, it does also mean that this game has a bit of a axe level. Once that inventory screen is full, there is not much you can do. Let's see. Well, here's the question. Do I want to go for 150% on crits, which is tempting, or raw? Well, weirdly, the raw damage would actually be kind of good. But I could do like the physical damage boost, which is quite good. The crit is tempting. Yeah, let's go for the crit. Because we've already got a bunch of physical damage boosters. Boosting it further would be good, but the crit actually boosts it, yeah, noticeably. The other one that would have been good would have been like a bunch of attack speed. Oh, but attack speed only applies to my regular attacks. So, no, I think actually going for just raw damage is kind of the play. Okay, ballista amount 9. More ballista. It's a shame there was no trebuchet. Whatever happened to trebuchet memes? I'm assuming people just got bored of them. Then again, I don't think I've been exposing myself, to nearly as much, like, upfront internet anymore. I used to browse, I think, a little bit more. Now I'm like, check out the news, check out kind of what my friends are saying, go back to doing whatever. I think my friends are not particularly memey. Friends and, like, industry acquaintances. Okay. I want more of those chests. It's part of the reason why I was hoping things would come back or something. Because, yeah, there's that feeling of exploration, except for... Nope. Okay. Well... More ignite chance. Increase physical damage. So... But also more crit? I'm just going to boost the heck out of that crit, I suppose. I don't think there's that many more upgrades I can jam in there, but it's been worth it. Full of massive enemies that I want to just punch through. This is why I'm totally cool with 50% more units than normal. Because it is lucrative. Oh, I thought I got this rune. There's so much experience. I wonder if we actually get less experience, though. To kind of match. Okay, I was really hoping I'd be able to get increased cold damage, bleed chance, chill chance. Do bleed chance. Let's see. I was really hoping I could get one of these evolutions. Unfortunately, I think the game is programmed to force you to fill in your slots. And so we're only getting like a handful of upgrade options here. Which means, yeah, I think... I mean, we could just keep rolling for Gungnir. I've got near 24,000 level up orbs. Gungnir. It was Gungnir, right? Gungnir. Now we just have to actually level them up. Unfortunately, I think the leveling speed has gone down, noticeably so. All of my levels have been put into Blood Veil, making it goofy strong. Well, so be it. Okay. How are we doing? 2.5 minutes. Yeah, and it does really feel like we're getting a lot less experience here. Honestly, with this having a max level, I almost kind of wish it was easier to hit. This is not what I was looking for. I will take it, though. Yeah, not too many special abilities. Let's see. And honestly, it's fine. We're very much chewing through this with raw stats alone in a very satisfying manner. I'm just looking to see if there's like anything that's going to give me that boost, because I was really hoping I could see an evolution here, but yeah, RNG has just said no. I think maybe it's one of those that I get exactly one evolution's worth, and then here we go. So the problem is, Ballista we don't know what it pairs with. Giant Tooth and Whirl Slash. Let's just get the Whirl Slash for now. Yeah, I'm not betting on it. We would need a couple more of those levels. Like, if we get it, it's going to be right at the end here. It's weird to know what the evolution is, but be unable to do anything about it. It's because we put so many levels into Bloodveil. Which, yeah, I kind of figured it would be that way. 61 max health, ignite chance, or more attack speed. Though maybe I should have actually gone for the ignite chance, because attack speed doesn't really do anything for me at this point. I mean, obviously it makes Bloodveil that much stronger. But, no, marginally stronger, we already attack like goofy fast. And it doesn't, as far as I know, it doesn't affect our cooldowns. I almost kind of wish you could actually choose between like ability upgrades, knots, or ability upgrades, knots, or, so those are the only two options, but yeah, it would be nice if I could choose between them. Okay, Giant's Tooth amount. Yeah, unfortunately we only have X number of seconds before presumably a boss shows up. I do wonder if we are actually getting more experience here, or if it's one of those where it actually splits the experience value down. Oh, right. It's you. Ow. Okay, we've got regen. We just have to watch out for the acid pools on the ground. Thing is, he's pretty weak to being slapped into oblivion. Oh, wait. Okay, now... Huh. That's interesting. We had a random stat shrine show up in that. Okay, so Ballista was actually our damage. Bloodveil was not nearly as good. Good to know. Don't put nearly as many upgrades into that, I suppose. How many levels did this guy get? 3, so I could get some points. Gain thorns around you during your dash. That's kind of good. Increase sword damage. Also good. Range of whirlwind attack. Oh. But I need to invest 1 more point to get access to these. Okay. Anything else? Do I have other characters? I think I should. We do have the Seer? Oh, I've never played the Seer. So, what if we picked up? Well, we have a whole mess of war paint. We can also maybe craft war paint? Okay, crafting. I wish this had a tutorial. Reroll stat, upgrade tier, reroll value. I see. So we can increase each of these. Which one do I want? Effect. Draw at least 1 ability type of lightning the first time you're offered abilities, if even. Okay, so we've got maybe more powerful things here. Whereas the other ones are just kind of minor, common, in fact. So max health, regen, cold damage and damage, and draw a lightning ability. Increase damage and summon damage. Increase damage, cold damage, a little bit of lifesteal. Complete chance fire damage. some damage and explosives. Okay, so we can reroll stat, reroll value. Ah, so you can see what the maximum is. Custom Rune Essence. Do I have any? I have no idea. Increase summon damage. Shock chance. I think we'll leave it as is. Upgrade tier. Max quality reached. Okay. So that's an absurdly high value thing. Okay, so these are all... could be better. Okay, then let's reroll some stats. Increased range damage. Sure. What about the rest of these? So summon damage. Chill chance. Sure. Explosive damage. Go physical. And fire damage? Oh, not enough materials. Okay. Let's just upgrade one more of these. Oh, we cannot. Okay. Well, that's about all I think I'm going to be able to get. So let's take a look at our war paint. Do we just... oh, okay. They are a lot bigger than I thought. That's it. Then we have just a bunch of these, which are fairly small, just X's. Dodge chance, crit chance. Okay. So in that case, let's move this here. Move this around. Move these here. Because yeah, if I only have so much space, make the most of it. Okay, crit damage multiplier, damage increased melee damage, crit chance and fire damage. Anything that gives me flat crit chance is probably the most valuable. Either that or anything that gives me... I mean, we might as well just grab all of them. Let's see, a little bit of dash amount. Yeah, I mean, we can fit all of these on. I'll have to get rid of some of these and get some more. But at least right now, this is a huge stat bonus. Health regen, a lot of other things. Okay. Do we want to play this character then? No. Let's go back to the Huntress for now. Or let's do the Huntress for now. We'll try the new character later. Okay. And so it seems like the pigments are about the same. Look at our blood sacrifice. Still bonus enemies? Yes. Looks like I can also increase some extra things if I want to. Reduced healing efficiency. Kind of tempting. Or I could go for the reroll cost. Ooh, sure. Okay, let's go here. How's this going to work for me? I have no idea. At least I've got, like, absurdly high stats comparatively. We're already hitting for 221, which feels insane. So, unfortunately, yeah, it's the same abilities as last time. Well, we haven't tried Thunderous Tether. We don't know if that fuses with anything. So I'll pick that up and see if it goes into the compendium. It does not. Okay, sure. A little bit of movement speed. Okay, multiplier, and we can re-roll these. Max health or a dash. Ugh, bad. I'll just put it there. Oops, continue. And, you know, flat damage is actually good. Considering how many multipliers we're throwing around, having a bunch of flat damage is good. Let's see. Frost Orbit. We've seen Surtur's Inferno. I guess I'll try Shattering Ground. Okay, Shattering Ground combos with Glacial Sunder. That's a fusion. Because at the very least, if I pick up each of these abilities, we learn all of them. It is kind of a shame that all of the abilities, like, there are no unique abilities apart from your character's, like, main attack. But, oh well. Okay, ow. A little attack speed. But we do have Lifesteal, which hopefully is gonna get me some health. Hand of Blood. Bleeding enemies have a chance to explode on death. Tempting. Take 1 damage per second, gain 10% lifesteal. Ooh. I think I'm gonna go for this one. Hand of Blood. Obviously, triggering that's gonna be a little tricky. However, that does mean that if I start investing really hard into bleed, if I'm given the option to do so, I can use that for some good things. Let's see. Thor's Wrath. Did we see if Thor's Wrath was anything? We don't know. I have 2 abilities so far. If I grab Gungnir and go for Scotty's Ice Arrow, yeah, I think I'm going to go for that. This way I at least have the chance of getting 2. Unless the game just doesn't feel like giving me anything this time around, at which point, oh well. It's not the end of the world. Or where am I at on this? I mean, running in circles, fighting a bunch of enemies. I think that's kind of the standard bullet heaven experience. Okay, increased lightning damage is kind of good. A little bit of crit, a little bit of bleed chance. They're all pretty bad. We were really lucky the last time. A little bit of crit chance. It's not much though. This is the one problem with the reroll cost, is that, yes, we are going to have so many more issues. Flamebound Leech. Burn targeted enemies from the inside, heal for 1% of the damage dealt. It's like, if I remember right, is kind of fun. I don't know if it's in pairs with anything, though. Yeah, Loki's Electric Mirage. Gungnir, we want Scotty's Ice Arrows. Gungnir it is. I always struggle with this in Bullet Heaven specifically, and all roguelikes, the idea of RNG not giving you what you want. And I know the point is like, no, but you're supposed to make do with what you have. The problem is once you start working with stuff like evolutions, where literally you have to get these specific things, otherwise it's completely moot. Bleed chance or, oh god, both of these are good. I think we're going to go for the bleed chance and put it there, just because we have nothing to boost off of it. The Knot of Power would have been really good, though. Let's see, Mistbane, Shattering Ground. Get the Mistbane upgrade. I don't know. I guess it doesn't help anything. We should go for anything that has evolutions. But yeah, when you have like very specific recipes, close enemies receive extra physical damage. It's good. I think I can live without it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get that one bleed ability kind of maxed out. Yeah, I think the reroll costs are way more expensive than I'd like them to be. We do get more resources from just having tons and tons of enemies on the board, so like, it balances. Okay, it's not Ferocious Stomp, though. It's Glacial Sunder. Yeah, I'll take what I can get. I think if I get an evolution, or not an evolution, any of the things that are involved in an evolution, we pick that instead. Because that at least will put us at least somewhat kind of on the path of progress. Because otherwise we're just, I don't know. Okay, 50% multiplier, crit damage multiplier. I think I'm just going to go for the knot, put it there. Yeah, I've been cranking my reroll costs up. So I think those are somewhat based off of, I don't know. I think the reroll costs are slightly based off of my level more than anything else. Is a little tricky to say. Okay, Shattering Ground, Flurry of Knives, none of these. So yeah, we just grab the Shattering Ground. Even if it's a common upgrade, it's better than nothing. Especially because the max level is like 10, and we need to get it up to level 5. Last time I had been stinging because I had been hoping to get good upgrades for these abilities. Okay, increased physical damage is... yeah, it's good. Gungnir, Mistbane. Pierce the Mount is kind of tempting, but yeah, let's do Gungnir. Okay, Bleed Chance, plus 18%. I was hoping to get like a plus amount on the tether. Because that would be kind of satisfying. Ferocious Stomp, Spear of the Elder. Oh yeah, the last run we were just getting legendaries left and right. Now it's just kind of like commons at best. Good luck. I mean, like, we do have a boatload of runes to make things easier. Chill Chance. Sure, I'll put it over there. This at least gives us the blood, or bleed explosion. Which kind of has a infinite cascading death potential. Let's see, Thunderous Tether. Yeah, I guess we just go Gungnir. Yeah, wow. RNG is just not shining on us this time. This whole video? I don't know. It doesn't matter. We'll probably be fine. All those starting runes really do make a difference. Hello. Movement speed. I'm gonna slap it right there. If I can go immeasurably fast, the whole boss fight becomes, or boss fights, everything becomes so much easier. The tether becomes extremely good, actually. I think. I don't actually know what its tick rate is, but it feels like it's better. Scotty's Ice Arrow, finally. Okay, so now we just have to find the ice explosion. And also, you know, get sufficient levels into each of these abilities so that what is that slime doing? Come back here, sir. You are not allowed to do that. Or maybe you are. Or movement speed. Tempting. So yeah, that's what, a 30-40%? I think it was 15 plus 17, but that's still nearly 30% faster, which means all these enemies are paced to attack at kind of a certain level, and if I can get it above, if I can get my movement above that speed, or like whatever that pacing is, I never get hit. Most enemies already missed me to begin with, but this hopefully means that as long as I'm constantly moving, nothing can hit me. Except for the boss. I'm sure the boss has weird bullshit that I'm going to have to deal with. If I remember right, it was one of those where you have to hide behind a thing, maybe? Okay, snag these. It's all bad. Hello. Probably just put it on the bleed chance, 24%. Yep. There's a Rune of Thurs. But it's Monday. How could that be? That's a lot of AoEs just being chucked at me. Luckily, it's not a problem. I'm too fast for them. Randomly is just making me think of the Fast and Furious movies. I know this is a complete non sequitur. Ooh, Mistbane. Well, yeah. Barring anything else, I'll grab the slightly rarer upgrade for it. Part of the reason why I want to have a full complement of abilities is so that we can just then only pick the rarest ability. What is this one? Frozen enemies have chance. Well, we do have chill chance. Shatter into pieces when taking damage. They're there. Not that we're chilling too many of these enemies, but hey, the more weird procs we can get, the better. Oh, is it frozen enemies? So that might be something that only procs off of Scotty's ice arrows. It's probably fine. Pierce amount. Well, yeah. And I could just call it quits and not try and find the complement to Shattering Ground. But like, I think we'll be able to get it. Probably. I've never seen a the Fast and the Furious movie. Just never bothered. It was like one of those weird popcorn movies that a bunch of people I knew in college would watch, but none that I was like, I cared deeply about. Ooh. Shoot. Only I could replace them. I'll just put it there. Maybe I shouldn't have, though. Because that only now has 2 input points. I think it's fine. But yeah, the people that I didn't like in college really liked Fast and the Furious, and so they were watching them, like, constantly. I think even rewatching them, which is weird to me. And so, it was one of those where, like, I don't know, just never appealed. Let's see, do we want to go for the Gungnir damage? We do and we don't. Let's take the Thunderous Tether golden upgrade for sure. Okay, gain extra damage, but take extra damage while standing still. No, thank you. It's movement speed. Do you want the attack speed? No, let's just reroll. That's the Ember Axe. Pierce amount is kind of okay. I'm really digging the combo effects we've got here. I mean, I think it's mostly the bleed explosion, but it feels good. Oh, there's a rune. Pick those up. I kind of wish you just auto acquire runes. Like, it'd be better to have like a loot filter that's just like, oh hey, your rune dropped. Oh, you don't want it? It's okay. Just turn it into grist. Okay, crit damage multiplier. Heal for 1% after triggering 10 fire abilities. I don't think I have that many fire. Okay, here we go. So that puts us at a 50% chance to bleed. That's probably good. I'm seeing a lot of those blood explosions pop up. I don't know how effective it is on a damage level, but I do like seeing them just explode. You ever shoot a man and his neighbor blows up? Okay, Tears Judgment, Dagger Throw, none of these. The fact that the thing I'm looking for has not shown up yet is baffling. I mean, I know it's RNG and that's how this works, but it does kind of feel like a troll engine. Or it's just like, no, you're not allowed to get the evolutions you want or even vaguely interested in. I guess really all I need to do is just focus on getting Scotty's ice arrow up. But I don't think we've even been offered that. Okay, attack speed, bleed chance, max health. Eh. Node booster, which I like, except for the fact that I guess I'm just going to put it there, and we'll just have to find something that goes into that slot. I do kind of wish I could spend resources to, like, re-roll that. Okay, so she summoned dog. Here's the thing, I'm so absurdly fast that hopefully I can just zip past all of these issues. Interesting. Okay, yeah, that one used to confuse the hell out of me. Oh, we got a Rune of Genu. There we go. Yeah, first couple times I fought this boss, I think I was like really far away from her. You know, I was just kind of kiting and running away. And did not notice the giant ice chunks that I was supposed to hide behind. And so the telegraph is so much more obvious. I appreciate that. I know it's kind of hand-holdy, but it's hand-holdy in a way that really does just communicate so much better. There we go. I still stand by, I think I brought this up in a different Bullet Heaven recently, talking about how, like, I actually really wish there were more top-down MMORPGs. Like, I've been playing, like, Guild Wars for years. World of Warcraft off and on, and most recently I've been putting a lot of time into Fellowship, which I guess isn't really an MMO, but still. And so it's one of those where let's just kind of keep our distance. There's the ice rocks again. But, you know, how much, I don't want to say inconvenience there is. We are not doing nearly enough damage to her. So enemies have just started spawning. I was not expecting that, but that's fine. It does make this a lot trickier. Okay. Mistbane, 40% damage increase is tempting. Sure. But like, how much extra fiddliness is there? Ow. In playing one of these games. And let's see. I mean, I could put the speed booster. Or I could just do this. Whatever we put in that spot is going to get a boost. Hopefully it's something that drops from the boss. Oh, we know. Sorry, those are runes. A flat damage booster would be incredible. You know, plus 10 damage, that'd be an additional 25 times whatever multipliers we have. That'd be good. Shattering Ground, amount 4, sure. Okay, triggering a weapon's attack reduces the cooldown of a random ability. Yeah, let's snag that one. Where the hell do I put it? It requires 8. I guess I'm gonna have to put it right there. So we're running out of space, and that's fine. But yeah, there's just, you know, so much extra, like, you have to pay attention to what's going on, things behind you, things kind of in the 3D space around you, and I almost kind of wonder if, like, like a top-down action MMO, same general raiding and dungeon crawling mechanics of, like, World of Warcraft or Fellowship or whatever, just without all of the extra fiddliness. Oh gosh, Thunderous Tether has just become goofy as hell. I was worried that it was only going to be damage boosters like my main weapon, but no. Okay. I don't actually know how good it is, but I do really appreciate just having a gazillion tethers just following me around. I don't know. Hopefully we see it at some point. Let's see. Do I want to just go for some dash amount? There's the Knot of Echo. Well, you know what? I could put that there. Sure. Because yeah, I know there's like Realm of the Mad God, which is technically an MMO, but it's also like an MMO roguelike. And like if your guy dies, they're done. I know some people had mentioned like Ragnarok Online, but I've literally never played it. I almost kind of wonder how tricky it would be or doable it would be. Oh, these are so tempting. But ability size. I do only have 5 minutes to potentially get Scotty's Ice Arrow a couple of levels. So I think at this point we give up trying to find this last ability. We pick up whatever we can get. And then we try and get Scotty's Ice Arrow up to level 5 so we can see what the evolution looks like. Let's see. All that movement speed is making the tether extremely strong, I think. It does help that most enemies, like I'm just running through the back of enemies and they're just melting as the thunder beam just rolls over them. Ow. Let's see. Well, crit strike chance is extremely tempting. Shocking the target and increasing the damage they take. Nope, definitely going for the crit. Admittedly, it's like a 15% chance to crit. But that's a 15% chance to crit I didn't have before. And that's probably the best way that I can boost any of my abilities' damage, apart from like a flat damage booster, maybe. Let me see. What was I going to say? I don't know. I'm like a weird MMO kick. I think this happens every once in a while. Where I'm just like, okay, you know, I haven't like sunk anything, or I've been working too hard and I want to get like, let's just get Ferocious Stomp. I think that's a new ability we haven't picked before. We just got to get everything else out of the pool so it's only upgrades so I can hopefully re-roll into Scotty's Ice Arrow with every level up. I think I might have screwed myself again though. Really, chasing evolutions in this is tricky. However, I also don't really feel terribly, I don't want to say impoverished exactly. Yeah, I think I'm just going to throw the bleed chance in so we can get the warrior's momentum. Okay, Scotty's Ice Arrow, get that cooldown down. Rune to Tiwaz, ooh. Golden runes are not common and probably quite good. Increased cold damage, armor, lingering influence. Problem is I don't think I can fit lingering influence. I could. Actually, we can put it up here. That means status effects like bleed will just last 2 seconds longer. Which is probably good. Please, sir, can I have some more Scotty? Let's see. Where am I at on some of these things? I don't know, still just thinking of this top-down MMO thing. So yeah, I've been playing a ton of Fellowship. Ooh, damage increase? Yeah. Because Shattering Ground can't be fused with anything. We might make it. It's going to be close, though. But yeah, enjoying Fellowship and the dungeon crawling MMO-ishness of it. And then getting back into a little bit of Guild Wars 1. I don't know if I'm going to, like, replay through the whole thing, because it's been 16 years since I last did, which, oh boy. But the whole Reforged update is kind of like tempting, and also I'm making that VOD channel, and so it's like, well, I don't know. I don't think the viewer performance on Guild Wars 1 would be particularly amazing, but it's kind of there and tempting anyway. Let's see, damage multiplier, but pointed the wrong direction, bleed chance. We need something that goes up to the top left. Or just does something really interesting like plus 18 damage. I'm going to put it right there. don't know how that factors in damage-wise, but I'm starting to see some 500s here, so I'm hoping that hit hard. Go back for the rune. Not that the white runes are particularly good, it's mostly just a value of, well, I eventually am going to need rune juice that I can mulch. And so that seems like the solution. Okay, level 50. No. Still no. There it is. Amount 8. And there's the evolution. Odin's Ice Arrows. Shoots Odin's icy arrows towards random targets, freezing them in place, exploding and applying shock on impact. Okay. Oh, can I only get one evolution? Maybe. I mean, it seems pretty good. It has the two connected, so I do wonder if it's even possible to get two evolutions. It'd be tricky. And maybe that's something to just keep in mind. Whatever the first evolution contender I can pick up is the one that I pick for the round. Ability size. Sure. I was hoping to get attack speed on my main weapon, but I guess we have to rely on knots for those. It does feel like a number of these abilities have like only one or two upgrades for them, and that's kind of a shame. It's like Pierce on the main bow is like, it's good. It's just not, like, exciting. Maybe you can increase the amount? I'm not sure. Alright, we're looking good. Yeah, I think after I'm done with going back to Guild Wars 1, maybe, I think I'm probably going to put some effort into finally playing Final Fantasy XI. Has nothing to do with this game. I think I'm just kind of in, like, quiet ramble mode, because I've played this a fair bit, and this run is, solved. I don't think we need to think about anything. This is why I want the shrine, so I have something to kind of focus on and react to. Anywho. And, like, maybe eventually Lord of the Rings Online. I played the beta for that, like, a bunch, and then never went further than whatever the, like, initial spider forest was, because it scared me and I didn't want anything to do with it. I don't know. It just feels like it's one of those where I've had so many MMOs disappear on me over the years. Oh god, those Gungnir's got big. That some part of me is like, I want to experience all of them before they inevitably shut down. Hello, big lad. Well, I don't know what any of his abilities are. Presumably... Okay. I see, so he just destroys those big ice blocks. I guess what I should do is probably just, like, park the electro chains on him. But yeah, so he creates the giant ice blocks, he breaks them. And that creates a damaging AoE. But I can just dash through that because I have a gazillion dashes. Oh, there's a shrine out there. Yeah, what is that? They come back every 20 minutes? That seems bizarre. Oops. It's okay, we have... Ow. Ow. We have regen, we have lifesteal, we're all good. I wonder if this implies that there's going to be like an endless mode or something. Or if that they were experimenting with... oh, chest is here. If they were experimenting with picking up more... or extending the runs. But haven't decided on it yet. Yeah, Thunderous Tether, unsurprisingly, did just goofy amounts of damage. Hand of Blood. So Hand of Blood was the blood explosion. That actually was good. Bleeding was garbage. It was interesting. So yeah, the bleeding itself does almost no damage whatsoever. Maybe I could have scaled the bleed damage up a bunch. But Hand of Blood being the independent, you know, thing exploding to death. was very strong. Funky. Okay, so what do we have? Damage of arrows, damage of all of my summons, attack speed of all summons, amount of arrows shot, which is good. Let's see what else we have. Arrows to poison. Here's more targets, additional movement speed, hawk companion, bear companion. What I really want is this one. Yeah, just more arrows shot is handy. What is this? Oh, this is the compendium for all the evolutions. I kind of wish there were more, but it's fine. Okay, so let's... Is there a sort? I guess that's good enough. Shock chance, health regen, ignite. Well, I guess more than anything else. Let's... Nope. I wish I could, like, right-click to remove these. Yeah, I don't actually know if the smaller runes are good or not. Yeah. Oh, it's legendary unique. Interesting. Rune of Manaz. Oh, because it has the special ability. Okay, Hoglaws. Well, can't put that there. Could put that there. Don't need the purple runes as much. I'm going to put those over here. Okay, what is this one? Shock chance, ignite chance. Okay. Is this ideal? No. That's not good. Yeah. We're going to have some trouble fitting some of these things in. I guess I can move that down one. Put that there. Okay. I think that's the play. So physical damage, melee damage, summon damage, and then we have just like an absurd amount of common runes. Which I don't know how much we care about any of them. I guess let's see if any of them are good. Let's see, I can fit this in. Does kind of feel like I'm just going for whatever I have. Max health and range damage. A little bit of luck and collection radius is good. Attack speed. Yeah, the problem is a lot of them are pretty basic. I wonder if I can actually increase their effect. Further. Bleed chance? No. Ooh, flat damage. And then crit chance. And bleed. Okay, and then I think I'm going to pulverize all the remaining base war paints for just raw materials. Well, let's see if I can upgrade any of these, because I wanted to check. Can I upgrade? Oh. I can only upgrade things in my inventory. Well, that's unfortunate. All right. That one. This one. I think just those two for now. Because I want to see, can I upgrade the tier of one of these? I can. So that actually means the common runes are pretty good in their own way. We're also completely out of juice for war paints. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, it just went back in my inventory. Thought it was gone for a hot second. Okay, so don't have enough inventory space. Oh, we could have actually fit one more rune down here. Oh well, it's fine. For now, I really like that war paint system. I like how this game's going. I wish it had a more flexible, like, evolution system, maybe. But now that I know, like, you really only can get one, it makes it a little easier to pick and choose. And it's not like the evolution fuses the two together, it's just another ability that you get on top of them. So, you can kind of just do whatever with it. Anyway, I guess I'm just going to keep an eye on this one as it develops. I really enjoy playing it in small bursts. I'm looking forward to playing it when it's done, but that might not be for a while. I think it is version like 0.2, which implies that they have a long ways to go. But I mean, who knows? It could be the next patch is the 1.0. You never know with version control. But I like where it's going, and I think it's very fun. It's just a matter of seeing where the rest of it goes. For now, though, I guess I might as well mention that Asgard's Fall is available on Steam. So if you do want to pick it up and play it yourselves, just follow the link in the description below. It's $7, which I think is a very fair price for what it is. And you're definitely going to get that level of time out of it. But for now, at least, if you like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like. It helps more than you know. And if you want to see more rad new games every single day, then hit subscribe because I got tons to check out and show off. But for now, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time.